Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have an empties video. It's my November empties and I'm pretty surprised how fast my bag filled up. I was talking in my last empties video about how I've been kind of slow on the empties front lately, but it definitely has picked up and I feel like I've been going through stuff left and right. So let's get right into it. So here's the bag. You can kind of see it's about half full. There's some bigger stuff in here though. So let's start with the first thing I pull out, which is the Up and Up Moisturizing Shave Gel, and I'm not super picky when it comes to shave gel. This is compared to the Skintimate one. I usually pick that up, but this is cheaper, so I'll definitely repurchase this again. Next, I have this toothpaste from Hello. It's in this pink grapefruit mint flavor, and I got this in an influencer box earlier this year, and I really like this. I really like the flavor. I was kind of, before I tried it, I was like, I'm either gonna love or hate this, and luckily I loved it. It sounds a little bit weird to have like grapefruit and mint put together, but it tasted to me really kind of fruity, and it was also like cooling. It wasn't a strong mint flavor, so I really like this. I had the breath spray in this flavor as well, so I would definitely pick this up again, but I still have another flavor that they sent me in the influencer box to test, and another one of my usual toothpaste in my backup. So I'm using that one right now, and then I'll try out the other flavor. I think was mojito mint, and then I definitely won't need toothpaste for a really long time. It took me a while to get through this. So yeah, so I like this as well. Next, I just have this little scent thing from Sephora, and this is in Marc Jacobs Decadence, and I really like this scent. It was kind of, it says it's rose, jasmine, iris, and plum, and it was kind of a deeper, I don't know, stronger scent, but I really liked it. Sometimes I take these and I just kind of rub them on, and it lasted a while on me, and I don't think I'll ever purchase it because it's pretty expensive. 1 ounce is $70, but it was fun to kind of use this. And I think the bottle's kind of weird looking, but well. Next, I have two face masks. This one is the seaweed mask, and this one is BioRepublic Cucumber Breeze. And this one I got from my friend Miranda here on YouTube, and I really like this. I was a little nervous before I opened it because I wasn't sure what it would smell like, if it would smell super seaweedy, but it didn't. It smelled, you know, kind of nice and fresh and like a spa-y scent, I guess. So I really like sheet masks, and I really have been loving all the ones she sent me, so thank you to Miranda. And this one was in my Birchbox last month, and I used this kind of when my skin was freaking out from a cleanser, which I think will be in here and we'll talk about in a minute. But this really helped. It really did soothe my skin, and it felt a ton better after I used this. Alright, so speaking of a cleanser that made my skin freak out, this is the Malin & Goat's Grapefruit Face Cleanser, and I got this in Birchbox, I believe. And my skin is not very sensitive. I have only ever had a bad reaction with one other product, and that was the Origins Ginseng Eye Cream. That just made I had like little red spots all over here. So this is the only other time, and I really liked it. I used it for like a week or something, and it smelled nice. It was just a pretty basic cleanser. But then my skin started feeling really dry and itchy, mostly on my cheeks, which is, my skin does get drier in the winter, but never on my cheeks. It's always kind of around my nose, kind of on my forehead. So that was weird, and I didn't realize the connection, so I kept using this, and then I kind of thought, oh, you know, this is the only new thing in my routine, and it was getting worse. It was getting drier and itchier, and so I stopped using it, and it definitely got a lot better. Now I've gotten a few spots since then. I forgot when this was, a couple of weeks ago maybe, so I'm blaming the spots on this too, and then hopefully we'll be back to normal soon. But I did not use this up. After I realized what it was, I squeezed it all out in the drain because I was so mad. But yeah, I definitely cannot recommend this. So this is a dry shampoo from R&Co, and I got this in Birchbox, and I did like it. I don't feel like there was like a powder that came out. It was kind of one of those that just doesn't leave cast. And I can still kind of smell it, but there's not really much in here. I like the scent, but I think it's pretty expensive, and so I'll probably never purchase it, but I'd be happy to get more little samples of it somehow. Next, I have the Shiseido Facial Cotton. I got this during the April VIB sale, and what I do is I would cut each one in half and use 1/2 per eye. And then I started getting lazy, and I just would like put 2 blobs of eye makeup remover and just use the same one for both eyes. But I really like this. It's really soft. I feel like you don't have to use quite as much product because it just doesn't absorb as much. and it's got something else on here. It's a little sticky, so I'm just gonna throw it back there. But I did repurchase it during the November VIB sale, but I did want to let you know that my friend Maria from Maria Makes Up commented on Instagram when I posted about that CVS, I believe, has a dupe for it now, so I'm gonna have to track that out. I haven't found it yet, but just wanted to let you guys know if you like that cotton to try that. This is my Holy Grail moisturizer. It's the Clear Ultralight Daily Mattifying Fluid from Paula's Choice. It has SPF 30+, and I really, really love this. It's really, really thin. I don't know if there's really, oh, ooh, there's one drop. So it's really, really thin, and it says that it's mattifying, but I don't really find that it's mattifying. But I do find that it doesn't add any shine to your skin. After you rub it in, it kind of looks the same kind of natural amount of shine that you have, at least that I have. I don't have super oily skin, so maybe if I had oily skin, it would improve it, but I just really, really like this, and it's my favorite one I've tried. There's a few others that I've liked as well, maybe just as much, but I really like the dispenser on this, because look how it's not gunked up at all, and I didn't clean it at all. This is what it looked like. And if you remember, I don't remember when I had the other one, but it was so disgusting because it had a different kind of cap to it. It kind of looked more like this Benefit Professional one, and it just had product all over, and I really did not like it. So for that reason, I love this. It was recently 50% off again on Paula's Choice, so I ordered 2 more. So yeah, I will continue to use this until I find something I like better, but I have a ton of these and I love it. I'm totally happy with it. Alright, so this is a little pack of razors from the Dollar Shave Club. I joined this, I think, after Curious Sparkles did a video on it. And so I get it every other month. I got the basic one, so I think it's $3. It's $1 plus shipping. And then you get a little cartridge like this. I get it every other month. I don't change it too often. I'm not like shaving all the time. So that's why I decided to get it every other month, and I still have quite a backstock of them. I've been building them up, but I don't change it every week. I don't feel like I need to, but you know, I don't know how often I change it. But I really like this. I really like the club. It's so cheap. I love it. I highly, highly recommend it. And I do find, even though I have the cheaper one that only has, I think, 2 blades, I get a really great shave. The reason I went for that one was, I think, Maggie and I think someone else maybe said that there was a learning curve to the one with more blades because they would cut themselves a lot, and I was like, I don't have time for that, so I don't care how close of a shave I have. No one's getting that close to my legs and inspecting them. So yeah. This is the Malin & Goats Vitamin E Face Moisturizer, and I did really like this. It was really nice, pretty basic, but it did not affect my skin like the terrible, terrible face wash. Then this is the Sephora Brush It Off Cleansing Brush Wipes. I got these after I saw Redhead PhD, who I started watching on the recommendation of Janelle, and they're like these brushes that are, wipes that are saturated with kind of this oily product, and when you're traveling you can rub your brushes on it and it gets the pigment off, and it does leave them with a little bit of a greasy feel, but once they dry, like an hour or so later, they feel completely clean and nice and conditioned. So it's not the kind of thing where you can use it, wipe it off, and then immediately use your brush again like Cinema Secrets. But I thought this would be handy to have because I have that giant bottle of Cinema Secrets and I can't really travel with that. So I do like these. I would probably repurchase them, but I also do want to get the little bottle of Cinema Secrets. So we'll see. I mean, I've only used one, so I have more to do in the box. This is a retinol vitamin enriched night cream. I don't know what brand this is. I think it was one of my samples from Ulta. They have the weirdest, most random samples, but I like this. It was fine. I don't know where it's from. I don't know what the brand is, so I can't buy it, but yeah. Right, this is the Perricone MD Face Finishing Moisturizer, and I use this at night because there was no SPF, but I really liked it. It was really, I don't know what I liked about it. It felt really nice, but I know this brand is pretty expensive, so I'll probably never buy it, but I really did enjoy this sample packet. Right, this is the Sephora Micellar Water, or Triple Action Cleansing Water. It's a little tiny size. I bought this on sale because I think it's when I got the Bite Beauty Point Perk. So I saw someone mention in the comments that they used it for their beauty blender, and I was intrigued. So this is my new favorite way to like deep clean my beauty blender. So right now what I do with my beauty blender is I use it with hot water. I find hotter water works much better to get the pigment out. And then I use Dr. Bronner's bar soap, or any bar soap really works really well. And that works really well, like I just said, but I do still sometimes get like spots of like stains and stuff, and this got that out. But the caveat to this is like I did it twice with my beauty blender and used up this whole bottle. So it's not something I would recommend using every single day on your beauty blender, but I think it's nice every once in a while once it's getting a little dirty, because it made it look brand new. So I really want to get there's a big size at Sephora, it's a better value and it has a pump, and I really want to get that to use, just, you know, every once in a while give my beauty blender a nice deep cleaning. Kind of like with my brushes, I use Cinema Secrets to clean my eye brushes, you know, every couple days, but I deep clean them, you know, once every 2 weeks or so. So I think that's probably what I'll do, once a month, once every 2 weeks, clean my beauty blender with something like this. And I'm sure I want to try other cleansing waters too. I know Simple has one that might be a little cheaper than this one. Alright, so this is a travel size of the La Vanilla Healthy Deodorant in the, maybe just vanilla scent, pure vanilla scent. And I have the full size of this, and it works okay. I definitely wouldn't wear it if I was going to sweat at all. It doesn't work that well. And this one just got like really flaky. I don't know if you can see all the little like things. And my big size does not do that. At least as far as I can tell. So I carry this around my purse. I don't know if it got melted or something weird happened. Like, look at that. So it's really messy. So I decided to just get rid of it because it's not working for me. And I don't know if I'm going to repurchase these. I got the sport one and I like that one better. I think it works better than the original, but I definitely would never wear it to work out. I do like the idea of aluminum-free deodorant because I know that's better for you, but it just doesn't work. So I'm going to maybe try some other ones. If you have any recommendations, let me know down below. Alright, this one is completely worn off, but it's the Boscia Black Gel Cleanser, I think. And I really like this. It kind of, when you start rubbing it in your face, it starts to warm up a little bit, which is really nice. So I do like this. I don't know if I'll purchase it. I might someday, who knows. Right now I have a giant jumbo Paula's Choice cleanser, so it'll be a while till I need one, but I do really enjoy this, and I do enjoy trying to get samples of it whenever I can. Right, this is the Love shampoo from Davines. I got this in my Birchbox, and it was nice. It smelled really nice, cleaned my hair, but it was nothing super special, so I'm not gonna go out and purchase it. Alright, I have two little lipstick samples from Urban Decay. I wanted to use these up, but there's actually like a lot in here and it takes a while to use them up, and they've just gotten gross like being in my drawer. So this one's Liar, and this one I actually ended up purchasing the full size of, and I kind of really used a lot of it. Sorry if it's disgusting looking. So I'm fine with throwing that away. I'd rather just use the one I purchased in the bullet. And then this is Rush, which is more of a pinky nude. And I used a bunch of this too, but I just think it's gross. So I had a bobby pin on them for a while, but it came off and I'm just over it. So anyway, this is the Dermadoctor KP body scrub. This was fine. It was a body scrub. I don't know how expensive that is. I probably won't ever purchase it. This is the Belief True Cream Aqua Bomb. I really like this. It was really nice, but I think this is pretty expensive too, so probably unnecessary. This is the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. This is fine. I've used a bunch of samples of this, but I don't know that I would ever purchase it. I did have a little one of the oil-free one. That was fine. So, I don't know. Maybe I will, but it's not super exciting. Alright, this, I don't know if I got this in Birchbox, but I think I did. It's the Clarisea Sea Salt Solutions Rapid Detox Charcoal Exfoliant. And this was kind of interesting because it was basically just the scrubby parts of an exfoliant. You can kind of see what's left in there. It's just like some salt and sugar, I think, and charcoal, I guess. And then you would add it into a cleanser. So you can make it as scrubby or as not scrubby as you wanted. And it says face. I would never use this on my face. You really shouldn't use salt on your face. Salt has really sharp edges and can cause little micro tears in your skin. So I used this on my body. I mixed it in with my body wash. It was fine, but I would definitely never purchase it. It was also pretty messy to use if you are into scrubs. I don't know if I would recommend it, because I was in the shower, you'd have to open it up, it would be this powder, you would pour it in your hand. You couldn't really control how much came out, and not a fan of this. Alright, this is the Clairol Natural Instincts Color Treat Conditioner. It's just the conditioner that came with my hair dye, which I forgot to put in here, but I used the Natural Instincts one, and I think it was in Ebony Mocha. But I used this up. I usually don't use them up, but I had that Davines shampoo and I didn't have a conditioner to go with it, so I just used this and it was fine. Then I have a little shampoo and conditioner in Coconut Lime Verbena from Bath and Body Works. I got these at a Holiday Inn when I was, I drove back from Nashville and then I had to go to a conference for my food service rotation. So I decided to kind of treat myself since I stayed with a friend in Nashville and just go straight to the conference instead of, you know, driving all day, then waking up early to drive a few more hours to this conference. So I stayed at a Holiday Inn, had this. This smells really good and I actually really like the shampoo and conditioner. I don't know if I've ever had Bath and Body Works shampoo and conditioner, but I did really like it, so who knows if I pick that up in the future. This is a nail file from Sephora that I just was looking kind of grubby and I bought another one. So I'm getting rid of that. This is the Fresh Rose face mask, and this had like little rose petals in it, which seems so stupid to me. But it's supposed to hydrate and tone. It was fine. I would never pay for this. That's my review of that. Then here's the Amarovixa cleansing balm. This is really nice. It's really expensive. I would never buy it, but it just feels really nice. It makes your skin feel so great when you use it. You take the balm and you kind of rub it in your face and then you add water and rinse it off, and I don't know why I like it so much, but I just do. But I still don't think I would ever pay the high price tag for it. This is the toothbrush for my Sonicare. It's kind of gross, so don't look at it, but I decided it was time to get a new one. Right, this is the First Aid Beauty Face Cleanser. It's just a very simple face cleanser. It's great for sensitive skin, and this is the travel size, and I just really love the packaging on this. You get every drop out. It's so easy to pack. It's very slim. It doesn't take up a lot of room, and it's not messy. The cap seals on really well, so I did repurchase this during the VIB sale, and I'm going to use it whenever I'm traveling. This is the Real Chemistry Luminous 3-Minute Peel. I believe I got this in my Birchbox, and I tried this out because Megan posted a video about things she wanted to buy during sales and stuff, and this was one of the things that she asked for feedback, and I was like, oh, I have it. I wonder what it's like. So when it came, I was here with my sister, and she was like, oh my god, I got something like that. It's crazy. You have to use it right now. So it's one of those things you rub on your skin, and then it's supposed to, like, let's see. You clean your skin and leave it slightly damp, then you spread this all over your face, and then you massage it, and then it kind of balls up, and it's supposed to be your dead skin balling up. So I used it when she was here, and it balled up, but I wasn't convinced it was skin, like there wasn't a ton coming off, and I wasn't sure if that's because I already use a chemical exfoliant, you know, on a daily basis, so there isn't much dead skin there to begin with. So that's kind of where I was with that, and then when Megan posted that video, I decided to try it again, and I had the same experience on my face, and then I was like, oh, I have this dry spot on my foot. Let me try and see if it does anything on that. And it did kind of ball up a little bit more, and I had more dead skin come off. So, but nothing crazy. It wasn't like those like face foot masks that I have one of those. I haven't tried yet, but it was nothing like that. So it did kind of help with that dry spot on my foot, so I used it all up on my foot, or both my feet, and it did leave them nice and soft, but I don't know if it would work better for some people over others, maybe if you have more dry, flaky skin, but for me, I just didn't have dramatic enough results to warrant ever purchasing this. I have another little brush wipe. Then I have a sample of the Skin Recovery Hydrating Treatment Mask. I fell in love with this last year. I talked about it a lot. I love it. I didn't bring it with me because I thought I wouldn't need it before November when I'm going home. But I did after my skin freaked out from that cleanser. So when I ordered a new moisturizer that I also just talked about, I chose this as my sample and used it, and this really helped get my skin feeling better as well. I don't have a ton of makeup, but I'm seeing whatever makeup I have and leaving it at the bottom. So this is the Dr. Brandt Pores No More Cleanser. This was fine. It was pretty basic. I can't say that it really did anything for my pores, but I used this after the grapefruit one, and it helped get me back to normal as well. So that was nice. And I used this with my Clairsonic in the shower. This is a full size of the Resist C15 Super Booster from Paula's Choice. I really like this. It's a vitamin C serum. It is kind of pricey, and as you know right now, I am doing an internship. It's unpaid, so I'm not going to repurchase this now, but when I get a job and I have money, I will definitely have this at all times. This is just a little mini Urban Decay version. It's really small. It really didn't last long, and I really didn't like the packaging on this one because the product, it's kind of weird. Like, you can see there isn't like a part where it gets skinnier and kind of wipes off, so it just like would build up here, and then when I close it, it would ooze out of the sides. So I wasn't a fan of the super mini packaging, but I really like the mascara. Then I used up 2 mini nail polishes. These were in my Project Polish, which I ended, but I threw them into my Project 10 pan, I think. So this is How Great Is Your Dane from OPI, and this is I Sing in Color, also from OPI. Then this, I finally used up the incandescent light bits that broke off of my Hourglass Ambient Lighting palette, and I had them in this little jar, and I was so excited. It's not complete, like technically empty because I still have some in the palette, but I'm counting it because I've been working on this all year long. This is just a super mini Benefit Professional. It's 3 milliliters, and I use that up. And this is the Urban Decay Subversion Primer, which I also really like, especially with the perversion, and I use this up too. Alright, so that's it for my November empties. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you've filmed an empties video lately, or if you have an Instagram where you post your empties, because I love empties. And I will see you really soon. Bye!